Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I want to say thank you guys so much for 25,000 subscribers. I think we hit it yesterday at some point. I just want to say thank you. That's incredible. The channel's been growing at such a fast rate. It seems like you guys have been loving these daily videos where I jump into games and kind of talk about, what I could have done better, or, what we did well, or whatever. I am glad you guys like the content as much as I enjoy making it, and today we are going to be walking through a couple games in positioning, really showing you guys how important positioning is, walking through a loss because of bad positioning, and then going into wins because of better positioning. So let's hop into it. Okay, so here in this first game, I'm playing Destro Frost MLD with Maldiva and Kolo. We're fighting Marksmanship Hunter, Feral Druid, and a Disc Priest. It's Ruins of Lordaeron is a hard map to kind of line of sight on, and I picked this map because I really want to show you guys how to line of sight on a map like this. You don't want to line of sight right here. Like where I am is bad. So normally when you're playing with a Destro luck, we like to play out in the open of the map. Just stand in the open, and we should be able to get them off of us before we die. The problem with that is against a marksmanship hunter, you just have to line of sight. So here in the open, Iron Bark is forced out. Ice Block is forced out, Temp Shield's forced out, Trinket's forced out, Hellstone's forced out, Gate's forced out. We've used almost every defensive cooldown, and that's really just because the Incarnation came out from the Druid. I think it was the True Shot from the Hunter, and they really just got to turret me without any line of sight. Now, where should I be on this map? What should I be doing differently? I should be running around either the box here. Let me rewind a sec. The box right here in the little pool of green lava. What is that? Poison? I don't know. Sewage? Maybe? Anyway, fell stuff. Wait, I should be line of sighting around here so the hunter can't just completely own me. I could be here in the tomb, but it's pretty hard to line of sight on tomb. The other place I like to line of sight is up here on the hill by the little gravestones. And to actually line of sight. And one of those 2 or 3 places is really key, I think, for winning this matchup or surviving against marksmanship hunters on this map. I'm going to go through another game with you guys where I actually do this, and it's much easier for me to survive. Look at this. I'm forced into my second ice block. This game is has barely really started. Our offensive pressure is not bad, but defensively we're just getting annihilated. Once again, I'm running into the room. Which in my mind right now, I'm like, I need to stay open because my Warlock's Destro. Okay, I need to stay near gate so I can gate when I'm in trouble. In my mind, these things are good, but it's just more important right now for me to be, on either the tomb, on that little cart, or up on the hill next to the gravestones with that line of sight so the hunter can't just aim shot me. Look at that, aim shot after aim shot after aim shot. Just there's no way my healer can heal through this as any type of CC chain that fear into the MC with the trap. Done so. I have to play line of sight on this map if we're gonna want to win. I'd say that one problem with that is line of sight is counter synergistic with Destro Warlock. Destro Warlock wants to sit in the open, sit without any line of sight so that we can kill. So maybe with a UA Warlock, if I was running, I could just run a lot better because I can line of sight and those dots will kind of rot the team down. Okay, so here we are in another game playing, same comp. I'm not sure if Maldiva is Affliction or Destro in this matchup. He was switching back and forth yesterday. But the point of this video is look at the difference in my positioning. I'm running straight to this tomb. I basically told these guys, I'm like, I am running to that tomb. I don't care. Come with me, guys. I'm not playing near gate. I can't play in the room. It's a marksmanship hunter. I have to line of sight. But I just want you guys to know, just show you the difference in this game compared to last game. My Warlock is Affliction as well, so I want to point that out. It is easier for me to line of sight because I'm not line of sighting his damage as much because he has all instant cast damage. So it's much easier with an Affliction Warlock to line of sight. That's a side point. The main point I really want you guys to get is the line of sight. Look at this. Game started. I've used Trinket Temp. Haven't even had the gate. Haven't had the block. Haven't had to use my Hellstone. Once again, playing down here by that line of sight, once they kind of stack up too much, and it's hard for me to, I'm taking a lot of damage, I can create distance, but whenever that hunter is casting an aim shot or a true shot, look at this, just line of sight, boom, around the pillar, just like old school Athene, you know what I mean? Just boom, around the pillar, around the pillar. As they push into my Warlock, Haj goes out on Kolo into that fear, Warlock's going to force to run away and gate. He's running to the room. I think it might be a little different with Warlock just because of the way port and gate work for them. As they're pressuring my Warlock more, I'm trying to get some follow-up CC onto the Priest. I do get silenced. That stings, so I couldn't actually get that follow CC. Belf into a half sheep. Pally's forced into a bubble. But right away, if I was out in the open, these guys would have already gotten a block or two. It would have been a disaster. But, I decided to play near the line of sight in the opener, and we've just forced all of their cooldowns. Now they're the ones in trouble. Once again, back to this line of sight. Just because we're ahead, I don't want to, get little, rambunctious and just end up using all my cooldowns and losing the game, because we got the lead by the proper positioning. So once again, keeping this proper positioning, I can push in a little bit as long as I stay towards some line of sight. I don't want to be, for example, where my Druid is at. If I was where my Druid was at, I would just get creamed. My Druid's in a fine spot because he's not the kill target. He can totally be there. My Warlock, like I said, it's a little bit different. He can port to the room. You see that? He ported to the room, so he has that option available. Hunter doesn't die there. He feigned death. I think that faked me out for a second. But with me, I like to stay near this pillar. Every time they target me, look, boom, around the corner. And as a mage right now, guys, if you're not doing this against hunters, if you're not doing this against a lot of ranged classes, or even physical classes, if you're not kiting them or line of sighting them or keeping them slowed, you're gonna get obliterated, because mages have very low HP pools right now, very low stamina and armor, etc. So if you stand in the open, you're gonna pretty much die in one hit. Like, cooldowns are popped, you're gonna die. But look at this, staying near this little cart now, whatever we want to call this, the tipped over cart, just in case they do tap target to me, I can boom around the corner. Looks like they kind of gave up on me, right? My positioning is pretty good, to the point where they're just like, we're not going to kill the mage. Like, we can't kill the mage because they haven't even gotten a block. It's multiple minutes into this game. I guess I do want to point out too, last game was a Hunter Feral, now this is Hunter Ret, but I wanted to show this game because it's on Ruins of Lordaeron, which is the same map as last time. I'm going to show another game versus the Hunter Feral, where we, beat them with better positioning, but it's not on the Ruins, so I wanted to show this one first. Get some CC on the Priest. He gets bopped out of it. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder outside. It's pretty loud. Monsoons right now. Pretty awesome, though. I like the monsoons. I'm trying to get some CC on the Priest. Get the full sheep on the Priest. Usually we like to triple out. I don't know what broke that sheep. Do you guys know what broke that sheep? I don't know what broke that sheep. Anyway, I like, what was I saying? I like the monsoons. It's nice. I like the thunder and the rain. I'm in Arizona right now. It's just beautiful. Anyway, continuing on in this game, we get to some CC. We don't always like to CC the healer because it lets up on our pressure. We CC the healer when we think we can land a kill. I thought we were going to be able to land a kill there with that full sheep, but it broke. If that full sheep didn't break, we might have just ended the game. But look at this. They're both, the Hunter and the Ret, 50% life or so. My Druid gets in trouble. I pop that temp shield as he gets into CC. It's going to top me back off. Still near the cart, though, so if I need a line of sight, I can always pop around the pillar and have this Hunter just be really mad, right? This Hunter's just infuriated at how I was positioning that map, and there we go. That's a game, guys, with much better positioning on Ruins of Lordaeron. Okay, guys, and here is the first team that we fought. I believe the Hunter and the Feral and the Discipline Priest. Not on Ruins of Lordaeron, but I want you to really note my positioning on this map. Once again, we are playing Affliction, so I guess that's a huge, asterisk or side note, is with Destro, it's good to stay in the open. So that's why I wanted to stay in the open, but you just can't. You can't stay in the open against a Marksmanship Hunter. So right as the game starts, I'm kind of pushing into the pillar. The center pillar is a great place to line of sight on this map for me. My teammates, since they have ports, since they have, other things with their gate, they can definitely play more in this central area, but if they want to target me, I'm going to make them work for it. I'm going to make them chase me around the pillar. They instantly target me because they killed me so fast last time on Ruins of Lordaeron. But look at this. Every time the Hunter starts to cast onto me, I'm going to just cast a Blizzard, keep him slowed, and run around line of sight. I might be lining my Warlock a little bit. I might be lining my Druid a little bit. But it's what it takes to survive against a Hunter. There's just no way if I wasn't doing this. If I was where my Warlock, if I was right here, I would just be destroyed right now. Every time they try to target me, look, the Druid's in CC, the CC's about to end, and I'm still full HP. These guys can't hit me. They can't do effective damage to me. I have HOTS rolling. If I get too low, I still have 2 blocks remaining. Every time, I'm getting low, I just keep line of sighting the Hunter. And the Hunter, has to cast to do his damage with those aim shots. We both blink over here on that stun, trying to eat the trap. put myself in the open, blink that wind burst. The wind burst doesn't go off. Once again, this hunter still hasn't gotten a cast off. I have 2 blocks remaining, and the game's been going on for over a minute now, whereas before, both my blocks were gone instantly. Amp Force in that block there, a lot of pressure going out. But that's okay. I still have another block. We still have, I still have my temp shield. We still have gate available. We still have a lot of things available. But the difference is they are also completely rotting. Our offense is doing, very, very well. And, at this point in the other game, it was pretty much over already. I didn't even have a single other block, and I was just out in the open getting slammed. Right here, they're trying to connect again. That pre-Iron Bark goes out. My Druid's in the CC chain, and I'm still full HP by the end of it. He gets Wyverned into a trap, which is a little bit scary, into a Fear. By this point, I would have had the block out, have been completely dead, but since I was line of sighting the Hunter the whole time, and I still am line of sighting the Hunter, look at me. I'm above half HP. I'm not sure. I'm full HP, totally fine. Druid's out of CC, and we didn't have to use anything in that entire CC chain simply because of positioning. On this map. So just run around the center pillar, guys. Don't put yourself out in the open against a marksmanship hunter or against anything that's just going to turret you down. There's just no point. I mean, you should just line of sight, play with classes that synergize well with line of sight, and just play to your advantage. Make them come to you. Once again, my Druids in a trap. I try to line of sight a little bit, but I realized they're more on my Warlock, so I kind of come back out, just peeking in and out, have that orb down, just have so much spread pressure, and the Hunter does fall. Much easier game there with the Affliction Warlock spec. Much easier game there with the better positioning around line of sight against marksmanship hunters. Here's the damage breakdown. Can you guys see that? Xaryu, stop looking at your upgrade. There we go. There you guys can see the damage breakdown. Guys, if this video is helpful, talking about positioning, talking about different specs, talking about where to stand on this map versus this map, etc., make sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, that's okay. You can thumbs the video down. Talk to me in the comments below for what you guys want to see next time, and don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much again for 25,000 subscribers. That is just so incredible. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.